Unless someone
Oh, you
wants
want
to have a stop here.
Oh, you want to go immediately to Sunrise Plains? Okay, that's fine too.
Yeah, otherwise Charlie is getting sad.
All right, so let me first.
We should do commune with nature to make sure we find the right.
No, no, bad. Yeah,
I gotta go to the bathroom. Be right back.
All right. Didn't expect the Avatar of Death to join my campaign, but okay.
I mean, it's a classic.
And for reference, an Avatar of Death always has half the HP of the target that summons it.
Oh, cool. So if Skax used steady aim and hit it and sneak attack, then he could have one-shot it?
Sneak attack doesn't work if you're the only one. Well, though with steady aim, I would probably not. The thing when steady aim was introduced, the intent was for ranged attacks, not for melee ones. But I guess they kind of like missed their mark on that front when they released Tasha's Cauldron for everything.
I mean, it just tells you that you get
Advantage.
on your next attack.
Indeed. And I find that is a bit overpowered, considering that they can,
Yeah.
always have advantage and always roll. But honestly, it doesn't matter. Next, in the 5.5 E that they're going to release with Unearthed Arcana, they're nerfing rogues to the correct ground. Like, still powerful in their own right, but no longer. I have to balance my entire repertoire of minions to rogues in general.
I mean,
Like, it's still cool that you can have your moments of taking out a target, because that's the idea. But don't forget that from a narrative standpoint, it's not always going to be, oh, I just assassinated and it's dead. Still has to be some challenge, some effect. Not only that, if you have one rogue and you kill the most important target, what do the rest do? Is that fun when you just see one person kill everything?
I mean,
know.
Wizard can do the same as well.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
with the spell
technically we're
slot.
also playing wizard wrong. Because if you take components into consideration, then you casting a spell would no longer be fireball, 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 fireball. Then it would be, do I have the required components, which is probably gonna cost me like 500 gold to cast this one single
I
spell.
don't know if.
Fireball, you can cast fireball whenever. Actually,
Yeah,
it has
but
only.
you get the idea. Like.
Yeah, I get you.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Fireball just has like a bit of ash or
Yeah,
what
it's
you
ash.
need.
It's a tiny ball
Guano
of
or
bad shit.
sulfur. Yeah, sulfur. The standard is if there is a number written with gold to it, that's how much you need to spend. Otherwise, you don't really need to spend any gold. It's just for RP purposes that you can say I use that bat guano for it or whatever it is. But your mages are always limited by spell slots. Always.
Yeah.
Rogues are not. They only have an action every time, again and again and again and again and again.
And you love it.
And that's the thing, because it's never limited. Oh, all right. I think Charlie is also back, I guess. No, not yet.
From my point of view, I feel like casters are a bit stronger than marshals, even rogues.
Let's make it like this. Casters have a higher explosive, literally and figuratively, situation, but again, they are limited. Rogues have a consistent way of doing that, but not at the same ceiling that a caster can. Not only forgetting that rogues have evasion, dodge, and all the other stuff. Wizards have, okay, I'm just going to use shield, which is still a spell slot. And then what? Oh, my 1d4 per level is going to save a lot of shit. If a DM wants to, they can be annoying against wizards. I suppose so. In the end, both are strong. But saying one is strong, with wizards, if they use a fireball and they kill like half my creatures, sure, why not? If they have low HP and then a spell slot is used and they want to use another one, at some point they're not going to have any more spell slots. But rogues are still going to be able to one-shot my most important targets whenever they fucking wanna. Even if it is like the end of the day and nobody got short rests. That's what I mean.
I mean, I guess it really depends on the point of view and the situations.
I'm back. But I've experienced more situations and point of views where rogues just freely, like a rogue can still then disengage, dash for free, and all those things continuously, have advantages on dexterity saving throws, take no damages from half of those when they succeed, and just take half of it even if they fail. So whatever you throw at them is also, it's cool. It's cool fantasy, very cool. It can stay like that, but just in terms of numbers, it can tone down. Also now with wizards, they can no longer crit with spells when they do attack ones. They also get toned down quite a bit. Um, but all in good faith. It's still too early, although they can always change. And it's not like I'm trying to say like I'm right, you're wrong. I'm just stating what I think about it.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, when you are going towards the sunrise plains with the intent of finding that uh, that covered up zone that you could find with your commune with nature. There is no introduction map for this, so here we're going to just take it a bit in mind, and after that we will see how you will find the caverns. So, there is a little bit of walking, and Lilia, despite your entire happenings, you still have a clear picture of where and why you're trying to look forward for. And there is a decent amount of walking. I would say maybe like half an hour before you would reach a certain point where there is a giant tree on top of a hill. Below that giant tree is like stones and earth and whatnot. And there is an eerie chill in the air, even though there is a sun shining above. It feels as if a few degrees were going lower. What do you
I,
do?
first of all, would like to step in front of them. Okay, listen. And then I look at Skux. No fire. If you heat up the area and break the roast, this entire ordeal is pointless. And then I look over at Charles. And no, I don't even know if that produces heat. Just be careful with it, please.
I project fireball in my hand. No fireballs.
No fireballs. Minus 18 degrees. No touching it. We have a container for it. Just move quietly. Maybe we can sneak past it. Let's get this done.
All right.
Very
So,
well.
what do you do as you approach this big enough tree? It's a bit smaller than when you met Krakushia, but still big enough to like have some thick roots going around the hill that it's on.
I cast Fireball.
Would I be able to? Does it look like a normal tree, or does it feel like there's something to him? Like, would I, as a druid, would I
It
see?
it is a normal tree. It's just found its perfect spot to grow on and basically have no competition on it. So it has grown high and mighty.
Gotcha.
Do I sense any animals nearby that could be a problem while we're digging?
Survival, please, because you're sensing. There, you can see the occasional bird flying about, but there is no immediate animal in the vicinity, at least to your knowledge.
Well, how do we get under it? We have a shovel, we have a pickaxe, and we have a lot of willing workers.
Yeah, that's right. There are 2 humans there.
I'm weak, I'm a girl. Apparently, the
You're not-
satire has 14 strength.
Excuse you, I'm not
Oh,
a
you all long
human.
rested. Don't forget to put your strength back to normal. What was
Oh
it
yeah.
before?
Oh yeah. Right. I forgot to do that.
What is Flora's strength?
Flora wasn't hit.
Oh.
Flora has a character stat block, but I have not released that public yet, so you're not gonna see it.
So no strength. Okay, I get it.
She's the end boss, you should kill her.
Sure, I can get the shovel and shout with my 14 strength.
So this is just a purely RP thing. You don't really need to shovel. So there is on the side of this little like hill, there is almost like a, I wouldn't say like an entrance, but almost like a covered up zone with a lot of like rocks on top of each other, a little bit of dirt in between, and some of the roots of the tree sort of like intertwining between the rocks and the dirt, sort of like keeping it firmly in place. If one would go closer towards it, they would feel like a cold breeze from it.
So we can get in there, right?
It's currently completely covered up.
Well,
Then we will uncover it.
I'll start digging.
You want to start digging? All right. I want two designated people to choose to dig.
I have
Yeah.
-1 in strength, so I should not do it.
I can dig.
All right, Lilia 1.
I'll do the second.
All right. I want both of you to do me. Let's just go with athletics. All right. Great.
Hell yeah!
You all definitely remove the weaker parts that need to be done by putting a great force into it. How about you also both roll me just flat intelligence?
Intelligence. Oh, boy.
Intelligence. Sure, my flat 0 intelligence.
All right. So Sabine, okay, you
Go to-
still know the dangers of moving rocks.
Lilia forgot to
take-
breathe.
You take the you take the right pieces off so that nothing wrong goes. But Lilia, in your excitement, you forget that if you take the bottom one first, that the top ones sort of topple. So roll me a dex saving throw, Lilia. While Sabine sees stuff rolling from her side.
Oh, I'm very good at letting go.
But your skittish nature and eep reaction does make you very deftly go to the side as your side sort of like caves open to the ground, and Sabine is like just stands there a bit dumbfounded with her shovel, looking towards the left as like your side falls forwards towards you, and her side falls like towards the left where your side was, opening the entire cave. There is a wave of cold that suddenly breathes outwards, and you hear like a breathing sound.
A breathing sound. What type of
Yeah.
breathing?
Yeah, well, exactly.
Like a very deep guttural breathing sound, very
Mm.
deep.
Natalie, I don't think this is a great idea, Sabine.
Anything I've heard before?
History.
History. We're not good at that shit, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Would I also
Nothing
is
you have heard before.
an
Well,
animal?
sure, you're both at the Enterus. History for you as well.
Stupid goat, I swear to God.
You have 14
Don't forget,
strength and no it
even if
didn't.
you roll high, if your character doesn't know, it doesn't know.
I know.
No, both of you don't know. You cannot remember anything of this ever remotely because it could be just the wind that goes throughout the cave system.
Yeah, looks like the wind is breathing, guys. We should be careful.
What the hell are you on about, Sabine?
You will feel or hear it soon enough. Don't worry.
Yeah, the wind is very strong.
Okay. Hey, Charles.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think they're on drugs.
I can cast restoration if they
I
need it.
I
I
think
can't
it's beyond
believe
that.
I
What
rolled a
do you
1
all
and a
do?
20.
What do you all do?
Slowly dip in. I don't need any light anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will
Alright.
just use my merciful leaps, which allow me to jump in and just whip, jump in. Because I can jump higher distances. That's what it is.
All right. That's normal. So you just do your little leaps. That's just good.
Yes.
As you enter, the same with Sabine. What does the rest do as you enter with you, or not?
I'll wait outside. I can't see in the dark, and I cannot bring a torch.
So
I
you're waiting outside.
I
Hey.
guess I'll
I-
follow.
Yeah, same. As I can see in the dark.
I also cannot see the dog, so I just jumped in a dog hole that is cold.
Hmm.
Yay!
You're
Fucking
quite
right.
the RNG goat.
All right. So everybody except for Kareen join.
I mean, I
Do we have
have
any cold light?
Cold
Yeah, like a
light?
spell light or something. I don't think the spell light creates heat. Well, there, but it creates no heat.
Well,
and doesn't use oxygen.
Do you have it prepared?
I actually do, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Do I want to use a level 2 spell slot for that?
But you can use a 2 or higher.
Stop casting, dude.
Why would I upcast that one? Okay. I will just, before we enter, I will get some... it doesn't create heat. I guess I'll just make some kind of stick, and like at the top of the stick I will cast Continual Flame.
All right. You now have an equivalent of a torch around you. If I'm not mistaken, a torch. How much is that? 20-foot radius of bright light and dim light in another 20. So okay, there you go. So that's a torch. So you can freely go throughout the cave as you enter it. Again, I want confirmation. Everybody but Kareen, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. Great.
Yeah,
So,
I know.
Kareen, you stay outside, and there is a trek of about like 10 to maybe even 20 minutes throughout the cave system. It is a straight line with some, not really, but with some like left and right turns. But with every like 10 to 20 steps you take, it becomes colder and colder and colder.
Hmm.
The wind also keeps blowing and blowing again and again and again, and you feel it sort of like within at some point you are going into the sub-zeros. I would like none of you have any type of resistance to it, and none of you have the clothes for it. So
well, I am carrying the ruined at the sun and moon cleric robes. Could throw that over.
that's not really the intent, but they're just robes, but there's a difference between robes and minus 18 degrees Celsius.
Thanks, I live in Norway, I know.
So you are indeed approaching that cold. So for every hour that passes here, we're going to do it for every hour. You're all going to take 2d10 damage in cold. Right. We're
Lovely.
going to start off with it as well, though. So everybody rolls their own individual 2d10s, and then deduces that from their HP totals in
Fuck
cold damage.
me.
Oof.
Oops, what?
Hey, and net 10.
Yes, I am critting when I shouldn't. I love this.
Oh, except
Oh,
for Kareen,
no.
because you're just outside.
I'm just being chilling.
1, 2, 3,
Haven't.
4.
Fuck me.
Great. All right.
Damn, you
then
roll
we're
really
going
high.
to have a
Hmm.
change in scenery and change in music.
Let's just hope we don't spend too many hours.
We'll see. Depends on how you act.
I mean, we have a few cures here and there. We can.
Let me put your
I wish
characters
you a Merry
here.
Christmas.
As you
Oh
enter an
boy.
open cavern with strangely lights everywhere, whether it comes from these strange crystals next to you or from the strange opening on the top of the cavern, there is light everywhere, cold wind, and I would say in front of you there is a lot to see. But the most noticeably thing is a strange structure of what would seem to be like a hand. And it is a bit hard from the distance where you are now, but you see a very, very tall mountain-like figure, sort of like kneeling in front of what would be another frozen statue in the middle. And they're like sort of like praying. You can hear the same groan, the same breath that you heard the last time when you opened the cavern from that entity as like, and it speaks a language that none of you can understand.
Try me.
What language is it?
Probably giantish or something.
Trollish.
Anyone have
Oh, well.
comprehend language or something?
No.
Meh.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't want us here.
Can I see the flower anywhere here?
Perception check at disadvantage because of the cold. You know, you
I
can't
would
keep your eyes
also
open all the time.
want to look for the flower myself.
You're helping it, and I will count it as helping, and Charles can do it with advantage.
Maybe it was better if I rolled, I wanted to say.
A
I have
14.
an 8 in it, man. Come on.
14. All right. Unfortunately, with that roll, you do not see in the vicinity of where you are if you can see any form of a rose somewhere.
Didn't roll
blood?
that one. That looks like blood.
There is indeed blood on the floor.
Oh, Jesus.
Also, +1, whoever knows from where I got this music from.
Internet.
Ha! My plus 0.5.
Right. Has it seen us?
No, it has not.
Has not
That is
seen.
clear. You don't need to do anything of rolls. It clearly has not because it is completely focused, kneeling in front of whatever would be that other statue.
What if we surprise it? No, you're not an assassin.
But we've right?
Can just barrage it in first turn.
I'm also going to make note of something. It's just a test that I'm going to do. But when I talked about the 1 hour with taking the damage, I'm sort of equivalently counting from my side, kind of like a timer that goes off. So then I will
Okay.
count an hour to go by. So this is indeed meant for you to make decisions, not on the too slow side, considering you're also a person less now.
I mean, in the end, someone step forward, make us known, then we'll see how he acts, and then.
I guess Charles will do the stupid thing.
Okay,
You're going to stealth,
I
Skux?
stealth with Skux.
Yeah, I'm stealthing because
Alright.
I'm.
I will remind you that there is entire cave is illuminated by reflections from everywhere, right? So you are stealthed, but again, just to remind you,
I am a pig.
it's not like with Skyrim where you crouch a little bit and nobody can see you, right?
The back.
Do I, apart from those two things here, is there anything here else? Animals, anything? No. This is a frozen thing.
Perception check then for anything else but the strange giant being and whatever it is talking to.
It's known for anything.
Not immediately.
They're like coin or something.
It's like
Right.
I would like to wild shape in something that would fit in here, but I don't know what the fuck fits in here. So
Don't
I'm
think
just
anything
like,
fits in here.
I
Fit into
wanted
that creature that's over there.
I do
Unfortunately, you're a
actually
druid
have
of the land and not of
Almost.
the cold north winter, so
Yeah, I wouldn't, but I do have I think polymorph.
okay.
Blah, 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 blah. Do I? I do.
Well, she searched. Oh, she know how much.
A creature that you can see within range of 60 feet. The spells transform a creature you can see within range into a new form. An unwilling creature must make a wisdom saving throw to avoid the effect. Has no effect on shape change over a creature with 0 hit points. A new form can be any beast whose challenge rating is equal or less than the target's.
But the idea is that if I don't understand what they're saying, I can polymorph in one of them.
That doesn't give you
Like,
the language.
it doesn't give me the language, does it?
Do I know if it's armed? Is it like a giant weapon laying next to it?
Oh, that I can tell you. Let me take a look.
Or is it just unarmed praying?
It has a ginormous great axe.
Ah, that's
That is about
exactly what I wanted
4
to hear.
times That's about 4 times your size.
That thing's not gonna be friendly. I say we ambush the fuck out of it. Ain't
Or find a
no.
flower without alerting it.
I can cast Pass Without a Trace, and it gives us a +10, but I don't know what happens when you take that rose or flower. If you take that thing, I'm quite sure hell breaks loose. And he will
Yeah.
know it's gone, and you will be very close to him.
I feel like that's
That-
actually the case.
That's not my problem. I can run.
I can run fast too. I have more than.
I can jump fast.
Oh,
and run fast.
I'm here.
right, so. Sneaky, try to talk, or stabby?
I would like to encourage conversation. I heard it's a good way to get to great alliances.
I can also throw a book at him.
No, that is not a conversation.
I ready my action in case I see him attack. I want to shoot.
Okay, fine. Lilia is a brave goat, and she's like, I will be on the diplomatic missions. You watch me.
And I will obviously manage to get line
I
of
wait
sight.
forever. So Lilia just walks here and just shouts, "Hello there, mighty fellows!"
Alright, as you shout, you hear, and then you see it like slowly stand up. Some of the like frozen,
Where are you
like
actually
icicles
going?
on the side of its like maybe arm or beard even, because it turns around and you see a giant, a frost giant to be more specific, towering like very high, even higher than these. Than the fingers of this like ginormous statue. Behind that frost giant, you see a statue of even bigger, even like a head bigger of this frost giant. It's almost like a statue made out of ice, mostly. Whatever is within it is clearly no longer, alive, and it is stuck there with like a singular like glowing white eye in it, and as it looks downwards, it speaks in a language you do not understand. It says something.
I am sorry, kind sir. I do not understand you.
And it
You
sort
maybe
of
speak
like
Common?
stands a bit like it sort of, I wouldn't say like he bends over, but he looks a bit closer, and then a lot louder.
Ah, yes. And I will just. Would I be able to summon a tiny flower in here if I use my ability, like one tiny single flower,
What ability are we talking about?
like my druidcraft?
Is there a ability called Druidcraft?
My like druidcraft.
Oh,
Actually, I can make snowflakes.
I'm sure he'd love them.
I don't understand what he's saying, and I wanted to give him like an offering. I thought about a flower, but then I'm like, I don't know what flowers will actually bloom in the ice. So I'm like,
And
Hey, Hannah,
there's
are you
yes,
proficient in any musical instrument?
I am actually, but I wasn't able to have the flute. Remember, you were the one that worked wood, and you didn't make one for me. So yeah, it's like I try to, but do I see the rose? Do I see the rose from here?
okay. Perception check.
Do I see the rose? Because I'm also looking for it.
And then you can do it with advantage because you're helping. You
Okay,
see something red glowing on the top of the thumb, the highest part, right over here.
wait, on him.
No, the
on the
hand
thumb
on
of
the
the
sword.
statue.
Oh.
Sorry, not on the statue, on the structure of the hand.
Oh, now I see. Is it like a little
And
bit higher up, or?
the thumb is higher than, is the highest point.
Okay,
It
so
is like there's a giant size and then half its size higher.
One
I
could
have
say
an idea.
flying.
I have an idea. Whatever you are doing in the background before everything goes down, Lilia is going to take a bit of that sunflowers that she's been hoarding puts it on the ground and uses the druid craft because it allows me to make seedlings become flowers, and I'll like kind of bloom them in like quite big sunflowers, and then I'll try to point at the rose, point at me, point at my flower, and point at him. Best communication skills ever.
All right. So I'm going to roll an intelligence roll on my frost giant side to see if he actually can comprehend what you're saying. I'm going to roll this publicly.
A -5.
You see him frown a little bit, and you hear him like a bit this time the same thing that he started in the beginning, but a bit more shoutish, like the same text, the same same words, the same sentence, and this time you hear the cavern actually like tremble a little bit. You see like the crystals next to Skuk starts to crack also a little bit. It starts to stand a bit on its hackles.
I wasn't very good at languages, sorry. Does really no one has like comprehend language in this group? Are we all that still? I mean, I can make more flowers, but he doesn't seem to be very happy with that. And
Your time's running out. I'm gonna start shooting soon.
Just steal it. Why don't you just steal? You have wings. Why you are not flying?
Okay, so you're done talking to it.
I'm trying to distract him the best I can. Okay.
Okay, you distract. Okay. I want to cast Pass Without Trace.
Sure.
Let me link it just.
Somehow I feel like this thing will fuck you, but
We will see. Where is it? Oh, yeah. This gives me a +10 to stealth, and I can't be tracked except by magical means. And I want to basically cycle him while he's looking at
I'm growing more flowers.
Lilia. And then
I am.
Charles, what do you say?
I'm gonna like do performance with my book. I'm gonna throw it in the air and like
Oh my
catch it in my magic hands.
I do prepare the tools that I require to take the rose, and then I will start flying a little bit and move behind him. Does he react at all yet?
He doesn't react, no. What do you do, Charles?
I was like making my book fly.
That's
Like
very
catching
nice.
it again.
He this time he shouts it very hard. The same thing, and actually stalagmites start to fall from the sky as you shout. And I would like
30 savings.
well, yeah, everybody to roll me a dex saving throw as some stalagmites start to fall from the sky. Lilia
goat.
takes nothing.
How are you so good, Lilia?
Right.
I'm a goat.
And Sabine takes nothing. Skux is nothing. Charles, though, one or two like little ones like sort of like graze the side of your leg. So you take 3 cold damage from the piercing damage from the from that one, and 4 cold damage from the stalagmite that fell down. Sabine, so you attempt to go next to the rose?
I want to get close to the rose, and can you explain to me, like, so we don't have like,
It's-
oh, you
it's on
took it the wrong
So
way.
the tip of the thumb is about like this big in terms of like how far you can. It's like about 3. It's about like that. So it's about not really 10 feet. It's like 15 in diameter wide. So it's pretty big for you to stand on. And in the center of it is that singular rose as you approach it. But as you approach it, though, Sabine, there is sort of like a shimmer that happens in front of you, and I would like for you to roll me what is your passive perception?
A 17.
Oh, that's definitely enough. You almost see like out of thin air, like condensed breath come like not far from the rose.
So there is something else here.
And it shimmers a little bit, almost like it's the same color as the environment a little bit, and sometimes not, and a little bit nothing.
So something is invisible breathing here.
At least, yes. But you are flapping your wings, although in silence, thanks to Pass Without a Trace, but Pass Without a Trace says that you cannot be tracked. It does not mean that you cannot be seen.
Fuck
So,
me.
as you approach this rose, and you hear a little sound.
What the fuck is going on in this cave, bro?
It's
And
breathing.
as that sound goes off, this frost giant sort of like turns around a little bit, but it, from the distance and how you are stealth, it sort of looks like it hasn't seen you, even though whatever just made the sound looked like it saw you. Sounded like it saw you.
Is there any way I can have an idea of what it is?
If you want to, you can spend a little bit time to like trace it, find it, understand it. I suppose survival is a good way to go about. Maybe nature,
Do
whatever
we
you
have
prefer.
time?
My counter is still going off, so you're not there yet.
Nature.
All right.
What am I facing?
All right. You try to. Again, rather than being of experience, we're going to look at your books instead. You have read a few books from your previous master in terms of the Northern Lands. And in the Northern Lands, there have been stories of invisible creatures within the hashtag invisible creatures that were sometimes tamed by frost giants in the past. And these creatures could like hide in plain sight through their scales that took the same color as the surrounding environment. You were talking about something called a frost salamander.
Oh, fuck me.
And because you have that understanding, this frost salamander is pretty long, and it's sort of like you focus a lot more with your eyes, and you can see the shimmer. The shimmer is like twice going around the thumb, and I'm going to give you a momentary look at it.
Oh, fuck me.
As it like shimmers in, and then it's immediately like shimmers out. But it has seen you.
It has seen me. It's gonna attack me, and then my sneak drops, and then the giant attacks me.
The giant has not noticed you.
Yeah, but it will the moment the salamander jumps me.
If it jumps you, yeah. But you just heard a sound.
I mean, the salamander, why would it not snap me? I have food with me. Oh, fuck. This is not a good situation for me at all.
It is not.
I mean, I can.
All right.
Pull you?
As you are indeed understanding the concept that there is now suddenly an extra creature to worry about, a wave of cold goes through the cavern, colder than you all would have expected. Can everybody roll me 2d10 again?
Oh, yay.
And then I want Sabine to roll me a Constitution saving throw after that.
My rolls, Jesus.
Oh my god.
Christ.
The duality of skaks.
Okay, you felt your wings almost freeze in place thanks to the air, but you steeled yourself. You flapped them in a way that sort of like undid any sort of condensating water, and you can still fly in the air.
Someone throw ideas. I'm dead if I do this. Anyone? Because I can blindly
just,
throw some food at it, but I'm not
try
sure this is
to,
good.
pull it to the vine. The
Pull it
rose.
too?
I could try to pull it with the vine.
What is it?
But the rose, but it's 30 feet. How long? How far away is it?
it's not only just 30 feet away, it's also like 60 feet up almost. Like 60 feet, maybe like a bit too far, but like it's if the frost giant itself is let me take a look how big it is in actuality in terms of like feet. Um Not shown here. Let me look at that maybe. It's the hit points.
We need some ideas, guys.
They are 21 feet tall, so I would say it is 30 feet in, so high up as well. So the thumb is 30 feet up, but it's also 30 feet far from you. So you have to understand that, you know how Pythagoras works. That it is much farther away from you than just 30.
I mean, my vine doesn't have to be close to me, but the problem is I think it will destroy the. So like, because I have.
Yes, in that sense, yeah, it could destroy it. Yeah.
Because like I could just get the vine somewhere close to Sabine, pull the rose down.
The rose is not the problem. The lizard is the problem. The lizard is gonna
Hopefully
fuck
it doesn't
me.
attract too much attention, or at least it attracts attention on the vine and not on Sabine, and then maybe Sabine can take it somehow. But I'm not sure if it's a good idea.
So at this point, though, the inaction sort of like grates on the frost giant's nerves clearly, and starts to like move a little bit forward. Like you hear like dunk, dunk. It sort of like keeps its hand closer to its back, where the axe is, as it moves towards you all.
What do giants like? Can I remember what giants like? Well, ice giants like.
No, sure. Roll me a history check and see if you can remember anything from stories to like. There was a story that your master once told you when you went to sleep, because you were always interested in
Like
any kind
blood
of
sacrifices.
creatures. And one of these wasn't maybe specifically about frost giants, but it was about giants, but it was about frost giants. And you remember that they do like statues of themselves. They are very, I wouldn't say narcissistical type of creatures, but they do, well, like anything big that, like a giant axe statue, a giant pillar of their own people, giant dragon statues, and a lot
spells.
like that.
Check spells.
How am I supposed to make a statue? I'm a druid, though. Like, that doesn't help me at all.
Check
I
spells.
can try to use my vines to make a statue, question mark? But that's pulling it out of my ass.
That is indeed pulling it a little bit out of your ass, isn't it?
It doesn't really help me, though.
What does Sabine do? I'm curious.
The giant is clearly busy. I take Russian.
Edge has muted himself.
Meanwhile, Charles will.
Sorry. That was me.
Oh.
Since the giant is clearly busy, I will take one of my rations out of my pocket and throw it like in a way it's not facing me or the rose.
I will tell you though that one ration is the equivalent of like an ant for that salamander.
Oh my god! What else do I
Salamander
have?
is a bit it's like not as big as the giant, but let's just say it is big.
I
But
have
you
3.
do throw it maybe, and you see sort of like the condensed air sort of like motion towards the right as you do that.
I throw another 2.
And you do throw 2 again, and you hear like again a little sound, but not as loud as before. It's like, and you sort of see the condensed air go closer towards the side where you threw those rations.
I take my chance. I go in.
All right, you step on the floor, and indeed in front of you, you do see something that is sort of like the same as the. Actually, how about we roll me? I wouldn't say deception, but more in the sense of like that you decently, set everything up for it to be deceived by you.
Also, if anything fails, I will cast Zephyr Strike and dash out.
Okay, that's possible. You can do that.
That will not provoke attacks of opportunity and give me a fuck ton of movement. Okay, deception, you say. I only have a -1 in it, so this can only go really well.
All right. So it has it has looked towards the right, towards whatever you threw the rations, but it doesn't take too long. But whilst that's happening, you do land and you do see the frost rose in front of you in perfect state, actually. You still see it gleaming and glowing from the side. You can imagine it being kind of like the rose from Beauty and the Beast, but more frozen than anything else. And well, there it is. What do? You do hear the same sound again, like
Put it in its container.
All right, so putting it in the container is delicate. Can you roll me a sleight of hand?
Fine, you can do this.
That's exactly what you needed. A
Cool.
15. And he rolled a 10 and he got a +5 on of it. Can you imagine? All right, you do manage to put it in, but this time you hear a louder, like, as it goes off. And let's just see. You said you're going to Zephyr Strike.
Yeah.
But it's not opportunity attacking you, it is normal attacking you.
That's fine.
Uh,
I'm dashing out at this point, just so
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah,
I mean the other guys.
yeah,
If I survived it.
So the salamander sort of like shimmers in. Everybody sees this happen. It's sort of like 2 times twirling around towards the thumb, and you see it like grape the sides with its giant claws, and it's going to use its like try at least to bite you. But because you're in the air, it's going to be at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Disadvantage. So I have to do it again.
Does a crit hit?
It's a 12.
It does not hit me.
All right, so you hear the thing snap. The frost giant looks around. What happened? As it looks around, and it sees the salamander sort of like snapping at the air, and you hear it say, "Yes, yeah," as it like keeps
Oh, no.
like shouting against that's the salamander, and the salamander goes like, it's like really like almost like how you would see a dog like whine a little bit. You're
Sorry,
allowed to move
boy.
if you're like because it doesn't see you, the frost giant.
So 30 feet extra.
Sure,
Can
move.
I have written here my speed is 14 squares.
1 second.
Yeah. I don't know where that came from. That's old. Probably do have extra movement speed. Even if not, then my movement is now 60 and I can double to 120 and don't provoke opportunity attacks. I'm probably out of the map.
Nice.
Right.
I
A
will.
thiefling has a base walking speed of 30.
I mean, I'm off the map.
Yep. I will get myself ready to just jump
But
up.
I will not go fully off the map. I'm just gonna wait, like at the very exit.
Will I see though that Sabine just flew past?
You definitely see me whoosh at this point.
Okay. I will turn to Charles like, I hope you run fast, boy.
I think we're all initiative now.
All right, you will indeed, because the frost giant has had enough of you, and he is going to like fight is happening. So he draws his weapon. Skux, he knows that you're there. It's too illuminated for you to stealth like that. At least at the position where you're at now.
Doesn't matter. I'm gone.
All right. Then it starts to shout towards the salamander once more, and it sort of like jumps off from the finger and slams onto the ground. Well, so both are going to roll initiative. Plus
Good
one
job,
to whoever
Charles.
remembers
Wow,
it,
what initiative! Can I head bump him?
We
Does
don't
it
have
work
to
if I
win
run?
this.
No, I want to run away.
It's fine, everyone. I have the highest HP. Surely I won't die. Surely.
Gets one shot.
Surely.
8.
I have another idea.
No, just run. It's gonna be fine.
I'm going to ask DM if it's possible.
2.
So if I wild shape and a horse. Would Charlie be
Oh my
able to
God.
grab me if I run away? Or an elk or whatever that is.
No, it has to be his turn to define and hold action thing to have as a reaction.
Okay.
Could be a bear, like grab my hand and run
Because
away.
otherwise, what's the concept of initiative if you have to run away? If you can just do the, it like that. But if you could find a way to transform with a bonus action, then use your action to hop under him and then run away. Yeah.
I don't think that's going to be possible for my class.
I'll be fine.
I'm not so sure, honestly.
Also, +1 to whoever knows where I got this music from.
Nope.
One of my most favorite games ever.
Skak is your turn.
So
Your turn.
I'll just leaving the cleric.
I will try to get him out.
Okay. Bye. Oops. Bye.
Right. Where are you going? How far did you go? So you went
Dude,
from here to there.
Yeah, and I can dash. So.
Okay, so you're at the entrance right now.
Uh-huh.
Right. So, at the end of your turn, legendary action.
Of
The frost giant is going to throw a second axe that he has, and he's going to throw it at the entrance, like right on top of it. And he's going to try and cave it in. Let's see. You see that the axe now is ebbed into the top side. There is a huge amount of cracks happening, but it has not caved in.
Oh lord.
All right. Sabine.
Like, there's this struggle within me to dash for the exit, because that's kind of what we should do, but also this idea of not abandoning my friends. I'm going to cast Spike Growth. 20-foot radius. I don't want them to be hit by it, so I guess from here, like
If-
this-ish.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It is camouflage though, so it is a spiked growth. So from where do you center it?
Just so that I don't hit them. I think like this would be fine. Can you put something here and give it a radius, maybe?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Can you just put some exactly where it should be? So like that's
Like
the
where
center
my
and
where
it's
my
20?
center is 20. Yep.
Yeah, can you just draw one line where 20 is? Okay, right there. And once to the side, to the left or right?
I mean, it's a radius, so it's in every.
Just want to like make one that is decent and then move it a little bit. Oh, it needs to be a lot.
Lot bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, almost.
Then just a little bit more towards
I think the
bottom.
easiest way to handle this is if I always throw a bat on it and give it a 20 radius.
Yeah, that's true though. But if this one wants to, god damn it, just there is just a little bug where the icon doesn't want to change.
There we go. That's good enough.
You just need to be a little bit more up, like this. All right. So you created that. That's good to know.
And then
That's
I ask him,
good.
"Are we running? What are we doing?
Get away.
Are you sure?"
It's gonna be fine. Trust me.
Lydia.
Okay, have
I
another
can still move.
Oh, yeah, sure. You move closer to the wall.
Oh, is it caved in now?
No, not yet. You just move further if you wish to, but then you leave the map.
Are you sure, Charlie?
He said so, believe him.
You only have this one chance. If you say you're sure, I'm leaving.
Just run. It's gonna be fine. Lilia, you too. Run away.
I leave. I trust you. Oh my god, I shouldn't trust you.
All right.
I-
Just for the purposes, I would like now Kareen and Edge to both move their asses towards the general chat of the D&D main
Okay.
stage.
Okay.
I'll call you in a bit.
Lol.
And he asked me, and he said run. He wants this. I don't know. Dude.
It'll be fine.
He's
Surely.
not gonna be fine. This thing probably hits like a truck. They both surround him, at which point, if he runs away, it's an opportunity attack. So all of them can attack him probably like 2 times with multi-attack and then 1 with opportunity attack. And he does not have he can do disengage, but I'm quite sure that they have at least the same speed as he does. So he's not fine, by any means.
Frost giants are a bit strong. Not that strong, but a bit strong. They'll be fine.
He's not fine, I think.
They'll be fine.
But he cannot hold this against me. I totally asked.
I don't think he even would.
And I cast a difficult terrain, maybe that helps.
Maybe. I stopped even watching the actual gameplay. So
But
I do
also
not
all
know.
low HP and everything. I wonder if he wanted this to happen. So anyway, out there, is it nice and warm?
Oh, you bet. Actually, the little bit of a chill coming from the cave makes it the best area to just.
I actually have to check my movement, because I think I have way more movement than I actually have. I'm just gonna oh, they're actually doing the rounds still.
Oh
It's
boy.
probably Hannah just trying to reason how she can get him out now.
Hannah do be like that. I think when I was clicking out, I saw a summon.
Oh my god, summon a tiny goat, so he has to crush it. I hope I didn't fuck his plans, man.
Nah.
Do you have comprehend language by chance?
No.
No, I would have been.
I am mostly a battle wizard because that's what Peter was learning at the school. And Starter will help him with figuring out how shit went down in the backstory.
Anxiety is killing me. But hey, at least less people we have to share with.
Imagine if Hannah just fucking dies. Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure with 38 HP she is in kill range.
Oh,
By these
probably,
two. Yeah. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if the giant had like something like 2d12, and that times 2, of course. And probably the lizard is like 2d10s. Like, she's absolutely in kill range.
Definitely.
Didn't look at giants yet, but I'm quite sure this thing is like probably 100 HP or something.
Oh, it probably has over 100 HP.
Nothing we can just... I think they're trying to reason with it. After I have stolen the flower. I wonder if Isaac's just gonna pull some fucking shenanigans now that you have taken the rose, but you don't have the blessing of the ice giant. The rose withers. Alright.
That would be stupid and depressing.
They're not rolling anything either. Ah, this is killing me.
Don't worry about it. Everything will be fine. Copium. Then he just pulls me into the room. Karin, you're in the fight now. Huh?
Gee. Uh-oh. I know what that means. Someone's leaving. Wait, how?
Oh no.
Okay. Skux is off the map. No, never mind. Someone else left. Oh, that was me. I wonder if my difficult terrain makes a difference.
It probably does.
Oh, great.
It's
It's
gone.
dispelled. I tried.
The salamander has dispelling ability.
Of course he does. Oh,
It's
the
gone.
salamander left?
He's coming after you.
He's the salamander gun. Oh shit, is it? It can't. No, he cannot reason that it can keep up with me while I have Zephyr Strike up. There's no way he could reason that. If anything, it manages to escape through us and we both fight it. That is the only thing he could reason.
Probably. Yeah.
It cannot catch me in the tunnel. Ain't no way this thing has 60 movement. Without dash. I have 120 movement.
Oh boy. Mr. Jotun moved. He about to slap some bitches.
And if he's grateful, he's gonna make an attack against not the same one twice.
It has cleave. Oh boy. This is getting out of hand.
Man, oh, that was a hard hit on Leah.
Oh.
And she provokes attacks of opportunity when she leaves.
Unless she disengages.
Okay, he split the attack. He split the attack.
Or it was
He's
cleave.
graceful. But if they disengage, they're not fast enough to run from him.
I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, no, you're right.
Is it still the turn of the giant? Did his dexterity saves?
Dex
Oh boy.
save.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, look at how well Hannah is constantly rolling those dex saves though.
Yeah. Lucky for her.
She's not dead yet.
Oh boy, here comes Charlie. 13 is not enough. No.
That's not enough.
I don't
no.
know what it is, but 13 doesn't sound like it's enough. Fuck me, man.
Since it's a frost giant, I feel like it's some kind of frost breath or
Oh,
something like that.
What if he roots you or some shit?
Oh no.
Fuck.
Charles, what you gonna do? You said it was alright.
He's gonna heal Hannah and then I don't know what he's gonna.
I summon Satan.
Maybe it's his book or something.
Could be.
Like the realistic part here, one of them has to move to trigger his reaction to attack, so the other one can dash. Well, good luck trying to figure that one out. Oh boy. Charles is gonna heal. He can't move. Oh my god, it's such a bad situation.
What's it gonna be?
Heal himself and then run away. The giant is probably just as fast as he is, so he will constantly just not get away.
Probably, yeah. Of course he fucking uses Blight, I knew it!
This
I
is
fucking
not
knew
gonna
it.
do. What? There ain't no way. Does this make saving throws with disadvantage? There's nothing. Undead or construct. I mean, sure. What are they gonna do? Knock him prone? Grapple him?
I grapple his knee.
I mean, maybe he does roleplay it into the giant is scared. But 33 damage is not gonna cut it.
I mean, still a hefty hit.
Yeah, besides a dex constitution of 16, this thing's probably has like a +7 in it or something.
In con, it's probably very high, yeah.
Like, con and strength, this thing is tanking. The rest was probably nothing.
And a healing word.
Ain't
Wow.
not enough. Ain't not enough, my man.
Wanna know something about casting spells?
Ooh.
You-
What,
you
is he
can't-
casting it on Skux? Or what did he do just here?
I don't know.
What is happening?
The actual ruling on casting spells is that you can only cast a cantrip and a spell. Not a spell and a spell.
Ooh, I'll
Even if
remember
you don't
this.
take an action.
I'll
that's
use
the
it
action.
against you guys.
Yeah, that's the actual ruling, that you cannot cast two
Trying
big
to
spells.
get away. I asked him.
That's why some of the spells that heal or do something are bonus actions, so you can use your main action to use cantrip and still do something that turn. But yeah,
15 HP ain't gonna do it, man.
who's getting those 15? Lilia? Probably.
Yeah.
Skax, actually.
What? What are they doing?
Wait, no, Charo's healed. Everyone healed.
Oh, is it AoE? Thing word? A
No.
creature.
It would have to be mass healing word.
Hmm.
Interesting. So there are some
Maybe-
shenanigans going on.
Yeah, that or Isaac is just weirding the fuck out.
Hmm.
The question is Skux gonna bail? Because I don't think he's gonna... He's going in?
He's going in? Hold on. But he doesn't have enough movement to get in for the attacks. Is he going to throw a dagger? Oh my god!
Please remember what I said about you can't sneak with a throwing dagger. It's gonna give him a weird sneak attack because it's a crit.
Why didn't he use... Did he maybe say that he used his steady aim? Because then he would have a crit. I hope he remembered.
If he does, then this next following sneak attack crit is gonna fucking rock the giant's world, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, Skux.
No, he did not
Fuck's
use steady
sake.
aim. He did not use steady aim.
Oh my god, Skux.
Uh,
You threw it! Oh my god.
he literally threw it. Why isn't the sneak attack being thrown out? There are 2 people adjacent to it.
Yeah, and it's a finesse weapon.
Oh
Don't
boy.
end your turn. Don't. He's probably gonna say something, and I light my sword with my bonus action or something now. Oh my god. Ugh.
Yeah, I can see that happening. Why did Charles get eaten? This Charles getting eaten.
What is happening?
Or probably a legendary action grapple.
Could be.
Grasping
Okay.
vine.
What is happening?
Why grasping vine? You have different spells you can use in this action currently. I mean, she is running a very heavily support focused build. Grasping Vine is one of the best spells she can actually have, I guess.
It's just cantrip damage, isn't it?
Uh,
Is it even damage? It's not even
I don't
damage.
think it's damage. No. It just gets pulled. If he fails the save, which is a dex save, he gets pulled 20 feet away.
Can you even reason that you pull a giant?
The vine can be extremely big, and you
Suppose-
can probably reason that there are multiple vines going out and like pulling him, or at least making him fall. Because then you could reason him that you're making him fall on the on the crystals, impaling him. That would be cool. Charles is grappled. Charles is grappled.
Fourteen's not enough usually for things.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Peter is just fucking Bing chewing.
The scene, I'm just dashing out and this salamander's coming with me. You better be ready.
I'm probably throwing circles in the ground with my rapier at this
Because you
point.
know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna fly away.
Yeah, I realize that you'll fly up and let me tank it.
Listen, you have the AC, not me.
Fair point. But you do know I get critted.
You can't be critted though.
It's an auto hit still. Cries in sadness. And having no...
Oh no.
Oh, that is!
Oh no. Oh no. This is gonna either be an RP moment or this is a rip moment.
So, 3 people are getting a new character.
Skux can get out easy.
Skux, yeah.
Charles is fucked beyond
Mask your wounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
19 for everyone is good.
Yeah, that's huge. What level is Mask your wounds? It's like 4th? 3rd? Sorry, 3rd.
Yeah, now she didn't upcast. Okay, evasion throws because the thing probably jumped out of the shadow or something.
Something like that, yeah. Or maybe the stalactites or stalagmites are falling down.
Oh my god, what if the giant broke the door behind me?
It's possible
He did say that with a legendary action.
that he was throwing the axe, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh?
it's not his turn. How is he moving?
Is there getting also moved?
Oh my god, I want to know what's happening. This is killing me.
Oh, Lilia Yeah, it got damaged and then healed. What?
Looking for the exit again. Oh,
Oh, she got
did
thrown
she at least
out.
disengage?
I think she got thrown out.
Oh my god, they get thrown out. Turn order ended.
Turn order is gone. Charles is dead.
Is he on 0? No.
That's my speculation.
Yeah, this
Gonna
must be an
die.
RP moment or something.
Something like that.
Oh well.
Oh, hello, you two.
What happened?
Then go really well.
No, we just almost got killed by
Yeah.
his storyline.
Yes.
So what? So what did you get pushed out?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's an RP moment. Okay,
But I like that if I didn't fucking heal us, I would have been so fucking dead.
man, like he definitely fudged there because why would the giant attack 2 different targets? Like I would have not done that.
Dude,
Ain't
he got
no way.
grabbed. He rolled so bad, he got fucking grabbed by the giant. I had to pull the giant back into a wall. He got dropped, and then the fucking salamander. But I was like, okay, guys, I just give up. I don't have anything left. Fuck this.
I at first thought the salamander is gonna chase me.
Oh, it's
But-
black. I can't see anything.
You're not supposed to say anything.
Yeah, I think we're not supposed to see anything. I can go in the other room and look at the stream. That's what it's looking.
You can't look at Eddie's stream.
Oh yeah, right, because we're together. Come on.
Lamau, Hannah.
Yeah, you can go on Twitch and check out what I'm seeing.
You're rolling the same intelligence rolls as your character. Ah,
Oh my God. You might be right, but
listen,
fuck
just
you.
remember to breathe.
Small pea brain.
Yes, I have one. I
Charlie
have
can
two.
only blame himself. I asked him. What happened to my goddamn difficult terrain, by the way? That was immediately gone. Did the
Yeah,
fucking
because you
lizard
weren't
eat
there.
it? Oh,
No, because you weren't there physically. We are all outside of the cave, so technically speaking.
does this work? Then
I mean, I
learned something.
presume you wouldn't be able to cast if you don't see.
I mean, even if you don't see it, you can still concentrate on it and you feel the power. You just need to see it once and then you can turn away and run.
Well,
I'm
I guess
curious
that's not how
about
it
that. I'm gonna look into that. It's a very specific rule, though.
yeah. Oh man, I really thought I was going to die there. I was like, oh, here
Hey,
it goes.
you
I
were
have to do a
both
second
dead.
fucking character.
You both
I was
were
prepared
dead.
to leave you both dead, yeah.
I was like going to say just go because I didn't see a way for me. Like there was physically no way for me to fucking carry him 100 kilograms with all his fucking chainmail. I was like, what the bruh?
Like Skux was always fine. As a rogue, he always gets away. But you guys, oof.
I can get away. Like I have very good dex and I can jump because I'm a satire, which means I can
jump
add like
does
one speed.
not. No. It does not add to the speed that you have. No way.
No, it adds 2d8 to the long jump. So technically speaking, yes.
Have it
Uh,
up. Had it
She's
roll.
she's a satyr, so she jumps longer distances.
Yeah. Apart from that, I could just easily transform in a warhorse and goodbye, see ya 60 feet of speed. See ya never.
Yeah, but I'm more curious about the jump now. Had this argument with Walkers.
I mean, it would make sense though, because it's a ghost.
Here. Whenever you make a long jump or a high jump, you can roll a d8 and add the number rolled to the number of feet you cover. Even when making a standing jump, this extra distance costs movement as normal. You can just jump further, but you do not extend your movement.
I mean, it still allows me to jump out of shit situation.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's not like you can run 30 and then jump 8, because that's the discussion I had with Walkers. At that point, D&D just becomes leapfrog. Everyone runs their distance and then jumps once.
I mean, yeah, I will just become a frog.
What the
Why do I
fuck
hear
is
music?
music?
What the fuck?
I mean,
What the
it's
fuck?
probably Charlie going all mental
What the
now.
fuck is happening to Charlie?
Yeah,
Is he going Super Saiyan?
I presume so.
God, I wanna see what's happening.
Why can we not see that?
Turn
Oh,
order. I want to place myself on a map and be like, "Oops, sorry, mistake." What is that? That's a giant. Yeah, okay. I mean, Charlie has to roll public. We'll see what's going to happen.
Cool music though.
yeah.
I'm gonna steal this.
I think that's his music, isn't it?
That's not his music now.
No?
When you check what's playing, it's called Winter's Wrath. I don't think that's his music.
No, yeah, probably not. Yeah.
Salamander is going first. Oh yeah, you can see the music name. I actually don't like that because I label my songs like blah 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 boss or something, and when that plays, then it's obviously like, oh, this is a boss fight. It's like, how do you know?
But sometimes from the intensity of the music, you can just understand that, yep, that's a boss fight.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, we got the Rose, and we lost Charlie. This is a double win.
Oh, come on.
No more book for us. Let's go.
Yeah, we got rid of the book as well.
Meanwhile, I am just outside writing into the dirt with my rapier. Just.
You should have come
circles
with
every-
us. We had light.
Hey, you told me no fire, and I wanted to use fire.
Yeah, but the dude had fire. Charlie made a torch. There was no heat.
He already made the
Also,
heat
I
when he
lost
was
3 rations. Can we take a look at the real losses?
Oh my god,
Mm.
Dragon River.
I wanna
I
have to
lost
buy those.
only my time.
Those were my last ones, by the way.
You can eat some leaves instead, right?
Okay, the giant is no longer in the turn order.
The giant is dead.
Apparently, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Also, Hannah, when you used the grasping vine on the giant, I was like, is she gonna pull him against the crystals and impale him? That's going to be so fucking cool.
That's exactly what happened. But he's a fucking giant, and he just the whole thing was to drop Charlie, and then I was transformed, but then my transformation ended because I had to use
What
that.
did you
that I couldn't get.
transform into?
I used the
Guardian of the nature or something like
Guardian of the Nature, and I kind of gambled it with Isaac that I was a kind of a were-goat, and I could carry.
That is not how that works, I think. But I
Well,
love it.
technically speaking, there's no like character sheet for how do you call those?
Isn't it just a buff to you? Let me check.
Yes, like for the primal beast, there's nothing. It's just a buff. So we kind of
Yeah.
like argue on the fact that it's a walking speed, and because you get also strength based roll,
Mhm.
you have advantage to that. We kind of argue, okay, maybe I can carry him, but then my carry weight normally allowed me to carry him, and he just kind of cut a bit of my movement speed, which got back because I had extra 10. So that's what I did. But yeah.
Does the tree form limit your movement?
Hey, I would assume so.
Does not do it though. Oh,
Well-
torn order ended.
Look at the
Telling that-
trends from Lord of the Rings. They move fast.
I see.
Well,
Hello.
They're not
Hello.
going back.
what's this epic music? What's happening?
So what happened?
You were like,
Okay, Edge, it's time for a Houtloch.
What?
I'm a shepherd.
You died?
I'm not gonna say anything.
Well, I mean, if you do the shepherd, then you're dead.
well, so, as this all has happened, you were all like either have to run away or were swiped away from the fight. Lilia and Skux, you saw just before the last pillar or stone drop down. blocking off your passageway and an impossibility to move again through it. And the last you saw was Charles coughing up a little bit of blood as he was held fast in the hands of the frost giant, and below the salamander in an expectancy to have its next meal. Feeling of defeat, to not say the least. You've had no choice but to walk back. And as you all exit, you all meet Kareen and Sabine, who went a bit like in front of you before you all went as well outside. And you see each other. What do you do?
I look at them and I'm like, he told me to run and he didn't make it, right?
What are you on about? Where are the others?
Oh wait, do we not see them yet?
Oh yeah, well Lilia and Skux are outside.
Yeah, yeah.
You do
We're all
notice
out.
the absence
Oh,
of Charles.
Right.
I guess Lilia will try to kind of like yell back in the what remains of the hall to call for Charles, because she really wanted to save him. So I was like, she's just going to call for him.
You hear your own voice echo backwards from the cave every time, as you shout for his name.
God damn it! Why did he say he could do it? Why did he say he can run?
What actually happened there? Where is he?
There was a frost giant captured Charles and made the tunnel collapse.
So it's collapsed.
There's nothing we can do for him.
Could see if there's a different entrance, but that means we have to commune with nature.
I will commune with nature. I don't give two shits. Lilia is completely out of it, so she will speak with plants and ask them
Ask the plants.
if I will
It's
just
fine.
put my hands in the grass and the dirt, and I'll be like, "Is my friend alive?"
As you do that, you try to find the energies going deep within the roots of this tree that possibly could have reached the innards of this cave system, and you hear the tree respond in warning. No, don't leave him. He's dangerous. He's lost. There is only darkness.
Lilia will like just gasp, like remove her hand off the.
No. And as you do that, you feel a strange energy swirl behind you all. Do you all look, or what do you do?
Of course we'll look.
Immediately, yeah.
There is a sort of like a cloud of darkness swirling in a center point, more and more as it expands a little bit until it's like almost like a bowl of just ink blackness, and then in a single instant it pops like a balloon, and in the center you see an unconscious Charles with the book laying flat on his chest.
I'll take my dagger.
Okay.
Wait, is just Charles in
You're
there?
gonna spin him.
We can finish him now. He doesn't know it.
Wait, is Charles just sitting there?
Charles is unconscious.
I ran over to him.
I ran over to him also. Goat is just going to jump over him and try to heal him.
All right. Well, Charles is on 1 HP for you who are interested. So set your HP to 1, please, Charles.
I'll do
Stab.
just that.
I already don't have this, so I'm going to use
Your
Cure Wounds.
dagger.
On
take
what
him
level can
out.
I use it?
You really are.
I
You
want
love
that
for
sheep,
somebody
though.
who likes heroes. You do act like a villain sometimes.
I want that sheep, though.
And
You
I
want
will heal him.
You
out,
remember
like,
before the campaign started, that was the goal.
All right,
that.
you can heal Charles for 15 HP. You are still considered unconscious, but you can see that Charles is unconscious, but with a strange smile on his face.
I check his body temperature. It can't be really high. Can it?
It's cold as fuck, but his heart is still beating. If you're asking that.
Can I try to somehow warm him up with my fireballs?
Oh my god.
Hold
Why
up.
I was gonna say,
Roll
why
for
are you-
damage. Roll for damage.
You're gonna roll damage if you do that.
I can't really warm him up with that, can I?
Hmm.
It's a shame. I do have a fireball though.
We can set him on fire with non-magical ways, okay?
With
I-
friends like these.
I try to gather some sticks real quick to create a makeshift bonfire and
I
light it on
keep the
fire with
rose
fireballs.
very far away from that fire.
Hmm.
Wouldn't
Yeah, you
it
do you. I'm
already
saving
melt?
Charles.
Yeah, I'm just making sure it wasn't all for nothing.
So I'll try to make a fire next to him so he warms up at least a little bit.
And again, as you do that, the fire keeps him warm, to an extent, but he stays unconscious for a good while still. The smile never leaving his face.
I try to slap him awake. Gently.
Lilia's very shocked right now. First, you
Roll-
tried to burn him.
Roll
I
for
did not try to
strength.
burn him.
No strength. Well, at this point, it's up to you, Charlie. Do you want to wake up?
Nah, I'm gonna sleep a little while longer.
You
Yeah.
did?
He stays unconscious with the same facial expression.
Why the same facial expression?
Goofy ass smile.
Yes, one of those school photo smiles.
The the embarrassing ones from your childhood.
Yes.
So, Lilia, can you do anything for him? Or do you think he'll be alright?
I can heal him one more time, but I think maybe he needs rest. Maybe we should get him to one of the camp. And maybe we can I don't know. We can see if I don't know. I'm out of spell slots. Can cure him one more time. Lilia just starts sobbing because this was way too traumatic for her liking.
I
Just
give her
cries.
a nice hug and pat her on
God.
the back. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Don't worry.
And while
It's alright.
sobbing, she's going to cast another healing.
Sure, you can heal him, but it's up to Charlie to decide if he wants to wake up or not.
It's like, I'm going to make flowers grow around him. I'm going to make a tomb for him. He's dead.
Make a nice grave for him.
Yes.
He's not dead.
Yet.
I pick him up and I try
If you leave him alone with Sabine, he will be.
He is creepy. He should not have this dark energy or the smile. And it's just the first time I hear him talk about teleportation magic.
Well, technically speaking, you didn't hear me talk.
But you know what I mean. This is the first time I hear about this teleportation shit. Something's off here. Some of you magic users do your Arcana stuff. Like, I don't know. Something's
Sure,
weird.
Sure, I'll try to remember back at the way he got here in the ink black ball. So, and I try to remember if I've ever heard about such magic.
Oh, sure, Arcana check.
Year 21.
It was just a teleportation spell, basically almost like Dimension Door, I would guess, or like a spell that just needs a visual idea of where you want to go and it brings you there, but it was just in a very creepy way explained. Very high level spell too.
So that would be teleport.
Hmm.
A
Spell
I
that you have not mastered
I
yet.
think a level 7 spell.
I don't remember the exact level of it, but it is a high level, yeah.
I think that's a level 7, yeah. Cool. He's a better magician than I am. That's all I tell you. It was a very high level magical feat.
It's wrong. It's all wrong.
Probably 4 circles higher than I can actually cast right now. But I propose let's carry him to the village.
Yeah, and left some of their mages check him out and lock him up or something before we know what really happened here.
We are not letting them lock him up. Jesus Christ, he's a part of this party.
Look at that smile. Something's off.
Okay,
He's just
at this
right-
point you see teeth as well.
Great.
Why do you have your dagger out? Tell me. What are you trying to do, Sabine?
Best for all of us, honestly.
I
Get
mean,
that dagger out
I'll
of
put
here.
it
Unconscious.
Put it back.
isn't Seppi like the biggest hypocrite right now, though?
I fight to restrain this. I'm here to fight against it. You just I don't know how to describe this.
I'm still making the grave with flowers.
Hey, Lilia, stop making graves. I know this was probably been very traumatic, but he's alive.
No, he's
Going
dead.
to be, he is alive. He's breathing. Can't you see he's breathing?
You see him like breathing through smile teeth.
I'll just slap him very
Fine,
hard.
fine.
Slap him.
I cast pass without trace. Let's march. Let's get out of here.
How do you wanna
Alright.
march with a? Okay, fine. I'll
I
carry
can.
him.
I can. No. I will wild shape into a horse. You can put it on my back.
Alright,
Yep, man.
very well. You do so, and indeed you bring him back towards the side of the sun.
And now you have a horse in your part. I like that every single time we go back to the city, I'm a different thing.
I lost spell
That's
slot.
pretty funny though.
Once
very
it's an
funny.
owl, the other time it's a cat, next time it's a bear, now it's a horse.
Yes.
Alright.
Let's go to the way of the moon side. I like the moon side more.
I can't really make noises. I'm a horse.
Or do you wanna put him into the race of actually putting him into the race of training won't be a great
I
idea.
don't think that's gonna be good. The question we should ask ourselves is, should we see some higher up that maybe can give us an opinion on this?
I would try to do that on the moon side. I like them more, like I said before, and I think they trust us even a little bit more. Maybe not. We
I
pledged
don't
to them, and we have a pretty flower.
Do we?
know. Do we? You have a horse right now.
Is it amazing?
Would the horse be interested in the flower and the rose?
Yeah.
A horse?
If you eat the rose, who knows what happens?
Yes.
Fucking dice.
I think you will literally just die.
Maybe not by the rose, but I think by fuming Sabine.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, exactly.
Just
Or-
takes out another knife, 2 knives. Come here.
But no, I will just stay behind Sabine and I will like try to, you know how when horses like munch on stuff, I will munch on her hair. Sneakily, very sneakily, very sneaky.
I'm pretty sure I would notice if something eats my hair, regarding how sneaky you do that. It's like, oh, it's just the wind. I'm a fucking ranger.
Alright. So just for reference, I would assume that if you were outside Kareen, that you had Flora with you at that moment, right?
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, alright. Otherwise we'll have to do the entire scene again with Flora there.
Hmm.
Time to redo it.
Alright. So, you are now entering the side of the sun through the sunrise plains. Lilia on horse with Charles unconscious on horseback. Peter, Skux, and Sabine in front with Flora somewhere in between, probably Sabine's legs, trying to hide, from whatever could happen. He sometimes stood up and went onto the horse, and as you saw, Lydia sometimes slap Charles. He also tries to slap him awake a few times.
Good, she's learning.
All right. And as you enter, you see a familiar face, sort of I wouldn't say stopping you, but standing there, and you see Guard Captain Damien standing right in front of you.
Oh, not
Those
that
Laura's
guy
brother.
again.
You're unconscious. You can't comment. And he's like, it seems you got yourself into more trouble right now. I've heard rumors from the side of the moon what has happened. Especially with that one. And he motions towards the horse with too many flowers in its manes.
The horse is not the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
I
Pete,
know
if
about
we
your
have
druid
more-
friend. You do not fool me.
Me.
Coughs a little bit for attention. Me.
We're just passing through.
And the horse just nods. Yeah.
Even the horse agrees. Let us go.
Before I let you go, what happened to him? And he
He's
motions
tired.
towards Charles.
I'm just tired.
Look
think
look at his smile. He's happy that he's alive. Please let us move.
Exactly. Looks like he died laughing. What's up with him though?
Can't you see? He's just rising up and down. What do you mean he died? Are you blind?
I said he looks like he's dying. I'm not joking. What happened to him? Before I let people again into this city, into this village. After the last time, what I've heard about the moon side, what else can you like cock up into this side?
I mean,
Sure,
the further the faster he let us go through, the faster we're on the moon side and their problem.
Well, a very low DC persuasion check, please.
Come on.
That's a good one. Oh, very well, you presume. Not wrong. Yet still, try not to make too many hiccups before the festivities, or else I'll keep an eye on you.
We can decorate him if you want. For the
He goes to the
festivities.
side, and you see him like motion towards one of the guards, and you see him whisper something towards them. And that's about it.
Get going.
Let's get going indeed.
The horse just gallops away.
Don't use those cards, please.
Whatever could go wrong.
Oh, that's Charles.
Charlie's fine.
He's fine.
Hey! Holy shit, my HP's low.
Also, there is like a new way to do these things. I think I can do this, and then everybody moves
Oh.
towards there.
I don't
Why,
like
like-
it.
Thank everyone.
Yeah, okay. That was a new thing that I just saw. I wanted to try it out. You don't like it, but
Also, Charles, you have 17 more HP.
Oh. Hey, let's go.
Yeah.
all right. You arrive at the way of the moon, and I would ask you all what you would like to do.
I sleep.
Can
Well-
we actually go and talk to Mona Tria? She's a very capable mage from what I've seen. She might know more about this.
Very well.
I sleep in protest.
Shut the
I
fuck
will
up.
go to the market. I'm not risking this thing to break.
All right. You go to
okay,
the
you-
market.
You finish that, and Lilia will follow me.
Me.
Let's move him.
I'm a horse. Why the last time
Listen, you
Oh, she's
retake.
RPing in character. She was trying to eat hair.
Yeah.
The only thing we miss is like an asshole behind her so she can whack him once with the back of two of her feet.
Hey, Skux is
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So are we
Smash
literally
the horse
leaving
on the
Charles
ass.
in the middle of the street to sleep now?
No, Charles is still on me, isn't he? Did
Oh,
you
he's
fall
still
down?
on you. Okay.
He's just not moving. I cannot move him. Can I move him?
No, you cannot. You do
I'm
not have
in
to
you
use the
now.
first character icon.
Excuse me.
Also, when you're shapeshifted, you retain your intellect, charisma, and wisdom.
But I
Yeah.
cannot talk.
Yeah, you cannot talk, but that means you wanted to start eating the hair off of your own volition.
But I did it on purpose. What do you mean? I didn't. I
Doesn't mean
rolled
that you
one
don't have-
intelligence, bruh.
Doesn't mean that you don't have animal instincts, even if you retain
Exactly.
your intelligence.
Yeah, she has
Exactly.
14 strength and 10 intelligence, like a good
Exactly.
druid.
Exactly. What do you want from me?
Alright, so you all split off and go towards Monatria while Sabine goes to the moon market. You know, I'm a little bit interested in what you're going to do at the moon market, so Sabine.
I am looking for that alchemist.
All right, so you're trying to look for Eros. His market, though, is there aren't many people in there. Most of the people are either going left and right, carrying more crates and whatnot. There is a little bell right in the middle of his.
I shake it violently.
You shake it violently, but as you shake it, rather than doing a tingling-a-ling noise, you hear like an elephant, like going every time,
Okay.
scaring the shit out of you. It's like, and then you're like, what? What's all that racket? And then you see like you would assume that one would like push the openings of a tent like to the side or whatnot, but instead, like you see him like push the tent like downwards. The opening of was like downwards, like in a reverse motion. Who's there? You see
It's
that he's like
me.
he's wearing those glasses once again that like that goes up and down like what they used to like if you go towards the to the eye doctor and to see if
Mhm.
how strong your glasses have to be, and then they keep trying new ones. How's this one? And now and he has the same thing on him.
I look at him and I'm like, I found your goddamn rose, but it's gonna cost you.
What Rose? What Rose? Who are you?
Can he roll history if he remembers me?
Sure, I'll roll history with his.
Oh my god, man.
Right. He rolled a 13. It's like, I remember you from
Yes,
somewhere.
yes.
You unlucky woman.
Yeah, unlucky woman indeed. And you made me go on a fetch quest to bring you this extremely rare rose. And I have it here, and I place it carefully on the table next to it.
A rose? Wasn't it a sunflower?
No, you asked me to bring you a rose that only grows in minus 18 degrees. You gave me this glass container to contain it and bring it to you.
Oh, my container! I lost that one. Thank you for finding it again.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Oh, now I remember. Yes, sorry, I've been working on a lot of potions for the festivities,
Alright.
and the fumes have been going to my head.
I can see that. I can absolutely see that. It's crazy, isn't it?
Alright, let me appraise this. And he takes a little machine and he puts it like on another contraption, and you see the rose twirling in a strange circular fashion. And you see some like glowing lights from the bottom of this little contraption, almost like a presentational thing when you enter like big convention centers, and there is like the center like statue twirling around, but like lights are, going towards it for like added effect. It's like, oh, very good quality, exactly frozen as it should be. This would have been like a giant load of work to get to.
Yeah, giant load of work. Haha, funny.
Laughed in DM. So I see. Yes. This definitely is worth a lot. All right, get over here. I've got something for you that'll give a kicker.
Okay, I look what he has.
Right? He brings out a little box and opens it, and in it are 3 vials of almost like silvery liquid inside it.
So what are those?
Drug.
These, my dear, are potions of advanced haste.
Oh boy.
Yes, they are very, very, very strong. But be warned, unlike what the conventional haste can give, this one gives you, let's just say, not only an extra action in your pep, but you can add an extra bonus action in your pep.
Does it come with a downside?
Oh yes, at the end of its effect you fall unconscious for the rest of the day.
Aye. Thank you for letting me know that part.
Or you can sell them, they can sell for a lot.
How long is its duration?
Oh, that it takes about like a minute.
Minute, okay. How much would you buy these for? Just asking.
Oh, if I can make them, but that means I would buy them for less. But let me see if I remember my dad's notes. It's been a while. I remember him going to Neverwinter one day. He could sell these little things for like 900 gold apiece.
Alright, I will take these bottles and I will remember your words, kind sir.
Yes, indeed. But also for this quality, here you go. And then he gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He gives you 250 gold to distribute between you people.
You guys can add 50. Just add it to you when you come.
All right, perfect. This rose will help us a lot. Thank you. And then he takes the rose up inside another container, which he puts inside another container, which he puts inside another
He
container.
should.
And then he opens like what would seem to be like a makeshift fridge and then closes it, which he puts in then another container. Have to be
course.
sure that it needs to be pretty well.
Yep,
And
you
then he
should do
like
that.
moves it a little bit. Oh shit! And then he like falls down with the container.
Alright.
Oh no! At that point, you can hear him cuss as you move away.
And that being said, I will wait outside while they do their thing.
All right. So as you were moving towards Eros, the people you go towards Monatria's hut, and I will ask each of you what you do as you approach it.
I'll remember the protocol and try to ask for Monatria.
All right. As you follow protocol again, and you see one of the guards, tip his head. They uncross their glaives, go in front, put their glaives in front of them, and go over the chimes. And after a little bit, you see the door open, but rather than seeing the normal, handmaidens open, you actually see Boreal opening it again. And he opens the door like, oh, what? And then he sees like Charles unconscious with a big smile on what would be a horse with too many flowers in its mane. It's like, what are you guys doing here? What is happening?
Maybe actually speak to Monatria?
She is currently busy with her preparations for the Twilight festivities. Is there anything I can do instead, or I can call upon her handmaidens?
In that case, do you have any information on capable mages or clerics that could fix this one up? And I point at Charles.
And Lilia just hops with Charles on her back and just like position herself
I
here.
see. One moment, and then he goes towards the side, and he beckons, and you see one of the handmaidens come outside, and they look. Oh, it's that one.
Yep.
Goes forward, and you see like the same sort of glow that Munatre would have in her hands, but rather it's like a less intense one. Well, as you would have expect, a lot of darkness within this one. I don't understand what happened with this, but he is not in any grave danger. I think he just needs a good amount of rest.
That's so good.
Like
We've been
8
carrying him.
hours.
We've been carrying him for a couple of hours and trying to wake him up. Nothing worked so
Does
far.
feels as if he's been overcharged in some way or form, but that's to be expected from those who use the dark arts. He's Lord Voldemort, by the way.
I think he also managed to use a spell way beyond his capabilities.
I mean, that would also explain a lot. In any case, I think our time here is done.
Thank you for your assistance.
She nods her head, then goes towards Boreal and whispers something to him as well before she closes. Well, she goes inside. Boreal then goes towards Peter. I understand that you have your own worries at some point, but if you would be so kind, and then he presents to you another letter.
Yes, of course.
Be that as it may, me becoming a guard captain, it's still not easy for me to,
You've become a
get it
guard
one
captain?
Well, didn't I explain last time that he had some, that he had like different clothes on, he had a scythe on his back, and all stuff like that?
Right.
And he is, but maybe with some enough work, I could do these things on my own if they would allow me to, get over there. In any case, thank you. And he bows a little bit. And I suppose, best of better ship for your friend?
Yes, of course. Thank you.
Hmm. And then he goes
Good luck
inside and
in your
closes
own.
the door. All right. So, um, I would say we didn't have a break as we would have normally before, but I would love if we would like be able to stop at 11. So either if you would wish, we can do like 15 minutes of like any RP you would like. Otherwise, I would stop the session here and we will continue on the next ones that I will post either today or tomorrow.
Fine with either.
Same.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a horse.
Yes,
Or man.
you don't get to speak.
Exactly. Sorry.
Neither can you, Charlie. You're unconscious.
No, in my sleep I braid the hair of the horse.
You start to eat the flowers as you smile. Nya, 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 nya. All right. In any case, so I did a lot of things a bit differently than I would normally do in my comfort zone, with like an outside timer, kind of like pushing the narrative a bit faster just to get like a move on the things, not to like take power away from people or decisions, but more of like have a more narrative thing, just trying out things. Don't think it's going to happen every time unless there is a very negative feedback on it. But other than that, are there any comments, things that you didn't like, things that were like, don't do that ever again, or it's interesting?
I
I'll take
like
this.
being I like being forced out of the
Hmm.
how is it called?
Comfort zone.
The voice chat and not not knowing what was going.
Well, it was either I moved Charlie with me, or I move you all one by one as you left the fight. So that was something I was trying out. But the thing with that is, if sometimes it drags out, the people who go first can sometimes be, I don't do anything, and that doesn't feel nice. But it doesn't happen every time. So I guess there's that.
I enjoyed the suspense. I just had the music and
Well, I couldn't. Unfortunately, I couldn't hide the music. That was the only thing I couldn't do. I could hide the visuals, I could hide the roles, I could hide everything, but I couldn't hide the music. But yeah, there you go. Any other comments?
No, it was good. I liked it.
Okay, great, great. All right. If it's possible, then I would like to have a little one-on-one chat with you, Charlie, and then if you have some time in about like 20 minutes, Edge, I would like to talk to you about something too. Unless you have to like go to bed or anything.
No, I'm good for a bit more.
Okay, I'll send you a message when we're done. So, I'll call you in a private chat. All right, Charlie?
You.
All right. Good night, everybody.
good night, y'all.
Good night.